guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Isha and I hope you all are staying happy and safe at your homes. So yeah, let's get started with today's lecture. So in the previous video we have seen about the plant kingdom, their characteristics, the level of classification and their subgroups. So we are going to see even Thallophyta, Bryophyta and the Pteridophyta. So these are few classifications and subgroups which we have seen in the previous video. So if you haven't subscribed my channel till now, so please do subscribe. And so in today's lecture we are going to see about gymnosperms and angiosperms and also the differences between the dicot and monocot. So yeah, before going further, please do hit the like button and do subscribe to that red button. Do subscribe to my channel and do share these videos with your friends so even they will get this videos and with the clear notes. So yeah, what are gymnosperms? Now let's start with this gymnosperms. Even these come under the kingdom plantae. Now this is a Greek word. The gymno means naked and the sperma means the seed. Now the plants of these group, they bear a naked seed and they usually are perennial, evergreen and woody plants. There are very naked seeds which are present in these organisms or these leaves, you can say. Next, they have the well differentiated body and the vascular tissues present in these plants. And the examples of these are like Cycas, Pinus and Ephedra. You can say there are many. Deodra is also there. So this is a little bit of introduction which is given in your NCERT, and this is, I think this is enough. So the word gymno means it is naked and the sperma means the seed. So these seeds are the naked seeds and they bear a very naked, they are usually perennial and evergreen and woody, and they have a well differentiated plant body and the vascular tissues. So these are few examples which we have seen. You can look at these pictures. Yeah, next is the angiosperms. Now what are the angiosperms? Angio means covered and the sperma means the seed which is covered. Okay, now the seeds develop inside an organ which is modified to become a fruit. Now while in the gymnosperms those seeds were the naked seeds, but here in angiosperms the seed they develop in an organ which is modified to become a fruit. Now these angiosperms, they are also known as flowering plants. The angiosperms, they are seed-bearing vascular plants with a well-differentiated body. Now these angiosperms are widely distributed and vary greatly in size. For example, there is a very small 0.1 centimeter seed plant or a organism, Wolffia. It is very small, while the eucalyptus tree, it is around 100 meters. So you can see their diagrams in the picture on the screen. So now angiosperms, they are further divided into the number of cotyledons present in the seed. Now what we are going to see, what are cotyledons. Now before going further, so gymnosperms, they are the naked seeds. They have a well differentiated body parts in the plants, while the angiosperms, they are the flowering plants. They are also known the flowering plants, and they are divided into dividing upon the number of cotyledons present in the seed. For example, monocotyledons and the dicotyledons. Now what are cotyledons? Now plant embryos and seeds have structures that are called as the cotyledon. Now the seeds which are present in them, the plant embryos, those are known as the cotyledon. Now cotyledon are the seed leaves because in which many instances they emerge and become green when the seed germinates. The cotyledons represent a bit of pre-designed plant in the seed. Next, plants with seeds having a single cotyledon are called monocotyledons. The plants which are having a single seed or seeds which are having single cotyledon, they are known as monocotyledons. Plants with seeds having 2 cotyledons are called dicots. Now example: mango, rose, tomato, onion, wheat, maize, etc. Now we are going to see the differences between them. Dicot, monocot. The first difference: seeds of these plants have 2 cotyledons in dicot. They are the primary roots. They have a strong stem. They are pentamerous, that is the petals. They have that 5 petals are there, pentamerous. Example: pea, potato, sunflower, rose neem, apple, etc. Now going with monocot. Now these seeds of these plants have 1 cotyledon. They are they have a fibrous roots. They have a hollow stem. They are trimerous, and the example of them are maize, wheat, rice, onion, and sugarcane. So these are the examples of monocots, you can see, and these are the examples of dicots. Now if you have liked the video till here and if you have understood the topics, I am taking very small and subtopics, whatever there are, it is there in NCERT. I am just taking out that. After the complete chapter, the chapter is completed, I will be giving you the extra points, or at the same point where it is necessary for it. So if you have liked the video, please do like, comment and subscribe to my channel. And in the next video, what we're going to see is about Kingdom Animalia. So the first video will be about a little introduction about Kingdom Animalia, and then further we are going to see few of the level of classifications about them and the terms which are regularly constantly coming in the Kingdom Animalia that we should know. Unless and until we don't know that, we will not understand each of the phylums and what do they mean. So with this, thank you, and please do like the video, share it with your friends, and please do subscribe to my channel. So yeah, thank you, bye bye.